Debbie Bell-Hosking for Finextra TV at Sibos 2025 in Frankfurt. And I'm joined by Bruno, Chief Strategy and Growth Officer with ACI Worldwide. And we're talking about business strategy and execution. Phil, welcome here to our very buzzy studio.
Debbie, it's great to be with you.
And what a great discussion for us to have. So I'm going to jump straight in. How do you ensure that strategic priorities lead to measurable business outcomes across regions and at the same time serving your customers?
Well, I would say it's really about focus. One is focusing on measurable outcomes and impact for customers. What are they doing with their customers, how we help them serve their clients and process payments, how they deliver value to their customers, and that's really how we would do it. And the focus is also about what you stop doing. So it's what you don't do so that you focus on the things that matter for your customers.
So let's stay with those priorities. What would you say are the factors and the trends that are shaping priorities today? Is it changes in the market? Is it remaining competitive in the space? And moreover, how do you choose to lead rather than follow?
Yeah, so I would say that there's a couple things. First is, particularly with banks, and we serve banks, merchants, and billers, but banks are spending nearly $750 billion on IT and technology, and 2/3 of that is for maintenance of old systems, not investing for the future. So we're helping banks in particular modernize and get to new systems that are much more flexible, that help them get to market faster and help them serve their customers better and get more of this towards innovation, towards new product development than it is towards maintenance. Second is the payments world is getting much more complex, and that complexity is friction that slows people down. At ACI, we try and take that complexity out of the system. We serve banks, billers, merchants with more payment types and payment methods than anybody else in the industry.
And let's go back to customers, because you mentioned them there, and ACI. How is ACI aligning its go-to-market strategies, its partnership strategies, in order to help the customer with its own transformation and also, ultimately, sustainable growth?
Yeah, well, two things. One is we've come out with our own cloud-native solutions, ACI Kinetic for banks, SpeedPay One for billers, and those platforms are helping banks, billers modernize and get to market faster, but we can't do this ourselves. So we've created an ecosystem of partners that we work with, IBM and Red Hat, NADS, Microsoft, and a whole host of others that come together to provide a new flexible solution with a modern architecture for our customers.
Now Phil, before I bring our Sibos interview to a close, I believe you've made an announcement at this year's event.
Yeah, so we've just announced a partnership with Solaris, Europe's leading embedded finance player, where they're going to be using ACI Kinetic to bring together all of their instant payment capabilities on one platform.
That rounds up our discussion on partnerships quite nicely. So on that point, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio, and have a great event.
Thank you. Great to be with you.